top with bacon, cheese, and chives. This creamy potato soup is very hard to stop eating. This soup is literally a baked potato in soup form. It's ridiculously good. It's creamy, it's a little tangy from sour cream. You top it with cheese and bacon and chives. How could you go wrong? And I did mention bacon, and that's where we're starting today. We're going to cook off this bacon and then use the bacon drippings to flavor this soup. Strap in. I have my knife. And I'm just going to dice this up and then cook it off in a pot. We're at the stove.
Okay, go on. Action cut, cut action.
Beep. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Hello. We're at the stove now, and we're cooking off our bacon until it gets nice and crispy. There's not much to say here, but cook it till it smells good and it looks good. Cooking some bacon, baby. Not quite, almost there. Once it's done, scoop it out into a paper towel lined bowl so it catches all that extra liquid fat. So I drained off all the liquid fat, but I left those delicious drippings on the bottom of the pan, and that will be the base for our soup. Perfect. So I have a knob of butter. Stick the knob of butter in your pot, and once it starts to melt, then you want to add your onion. I have a whole yellow onion here that I chopped. And I also have some garlic. Pop that in there. And we're gonna saute this over medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes, just to kind of sweat off that rawness. And you can see that that butter just deglazes the pan and gets all those bacon bits off the bottom of the pan. The smell of bacon, onion, and garlic in butter has got to be like the best smell ever. Oh my gosh. So I just got done peeling and cubing some Yukon Gold potatoes. They're in about 1/2-inch pieces. And I love Yukon Gold potatoes for potato soup because they make the soup extra, extra creamy. They're so much better than Rossets. Add them right into your pot. And then I have a Parmesan or Reggiano rind. Oh, you can just use like a regular Parmesan rind too, but this is just gonna add a depth of flavor to the soup. I use Parm rinds in all my soups, and they're just so much better that way. So pop that rind in there. And then I have some fresh thyme, and I'm just going to take the leaves right off the stem. And I love thyme in potatoes. It's one of my favorite combos. Just adds this earthiness to the soup. You don't want to overdo it with a ton, but just a couple of sprigs. We got salt and pepper. And then I have 4 cups of chicken broth. You can also use vegetable broth if you want things to be vegetarian. And you're gonna add it right into your pot with your potatoes, and the chicken stock will help cook off your potatoes to boil them and make them nice and tender. Instead of cooking them in water, you might as well cook them in more flavor. So we're gonna bring this to a boil, and then you're gonna let it simmer for about 15 minutes until the potatoes are really tender. You wanna make sure they're really tender if you want creamy soup. All right, it's come to a boil. So I'm gonna turn it down to a simmer, give it a nice stir, and let it simmer for about that 15 minutes. And I leave it uncovered just so it reduces a little bit. See you in 15. Man, oh man, does it smell heavenly in here. Just ridiculous. My potatoes have been cooking for about 15-20 minutes. They're nice and tender. I'm gonna take out the Parm rind, and you can actually eat that. It's so delicious. It's like melty, delicious cheese. Definitely save it. Then turn your heat off. And I have an immersion blender. You can do this with a regular blender too, but this works very easily because you can do it right in the pot. I'm going to blend 2/3 of this, so 2/3 is creamy and about 1/3 is nice and chunky. You can do a completely creamy soup if you want, or a really chunky soup. It's up to you, but I'll show you what I mean. Go in and just kind of pulse about 2/3 of the soup, so it's nice and creamy, but there's still some chunks left. It would not be potato soup without creaminess. So I'm going to add in some heavy cream. I like just a splash of heavy cream. You can do all heavy cream if you want, but then I like the rest whole milk. That way it's not too thick. And then the secret ingredient is some sour cream. You want full fat sour cream because if you use half fat, sometimes it can curdle in the soup since the soup is really hot. But I add a nice big dollop of sour cream right in there. And that's just gonna add a little bit of underlying tanginess. And then you just give it a nice stir, combine it all together. And then I'm just gonna heat this back up because it's cooled down because of the cream and the sour cream. Once you give it a good stir, heat it. Don't bring it to a boil. You just wanna make sure it's hot all the way through. You don't want things to curdle, and then you'll be ready to serve it. I'm gonna show you my favorite toppings for this. I can't say that this is the first bite that I've tried, but I guess I'll take another bite for you. Ooh, look at the cheese. Mmm. The sign of good soup. Creamy, a little salty, a little smoky from the bacon, a little tangy from the sour cream. Honestly, probably my favorite soup ever. Check this out on tastefullygrace.com. You won't regret it. It's a potato snowman.